from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So Kansas, the turn team, didn't help matters out much with that one. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions him. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Offense set on first down. Across the 25, he's got room. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to throw, it's Fry. Hines is tight end. Still running at the 40. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. From the gun, the running back has it. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. You can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. So Texas Tech's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They're trying to dig out of the hole on second and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason.
Makes the grab on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. Makes the grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Hey, you talk about flipping the script. How about this defense? You go from second and inches to now third and long. Nice job being disciplined, rushing the quarterback, getting the sack.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety. and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Working that left side now. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Dropping back, it's Fry. It's complete to the right. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Running back goes in motion. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Jackson. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying.
He wants to take the top off. It's complete. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a man. It's Fry. Trying to get to it. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's open. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Buys a little time with his feet. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more.
And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal forward pass.
You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're still early in this ballgame, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
He'll try to do it himself.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure he gets at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let him throw the football. Make him throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down.
Oh, what a call. The fake, and he wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is caught. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the junior was late on the release, and he threw it behind him. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got him downfield. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies. So there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Moving out of the pocket. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that point.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Pressure coming. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Steps away. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Spins away from the defense. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles. He's strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Oh, the ball's on the ground.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. He thought it would have been a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovered, and getting the first down. That's how you do it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Fry. A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And midfield, he's got room. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will put in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get in the space and make the big game.
He can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Back to throw, it's Fry. Tight end finds a soft spot. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Jayhawks are threatening in the red zone. They go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got the tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rock-Chalk Jayhawk. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to get back into it and get some momentum going.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Off play action. Stands in and takes the hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. They'll keep it on the ground. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense.
Well, he was rolling to his right because of that. I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT. interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Oh, what a move. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was pitch.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give out of the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
He rifles one deep down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball, and they'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, and all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. It's one game, you don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
I know he run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It's a draw. Makes the tackle. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Looking downfield, it's Fry. Grabs it in the middle. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And the Jayhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation of time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone is a nice job by the kicker.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you're playing a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The give to the lone running back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On the option. Crosses the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Yeah, the receiver's got to do a better job of ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it and keep possession.
That last play, just about as disastrous as it gets, and it makes it worse because now you have to deal with 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Finds his man down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yards. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back score. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Isn't the play-action fake supposed to make those guys take a half a beat before they come and destroy the quarterback? And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice hit. Defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This all
Fires and picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
I've just seen in this game, the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Tackled immediately after the catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
By the tight end. Loss of 1 on the play. 3rd down coming up.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Wants to throw. It's Fry. He hurls one deep down the left side. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Texas Tech 35, Kansas 14.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6 goal. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And it's slipped out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Taking it the other way. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas.
Hey, that's not how you draw it up. How about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house.
Is good.
action. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Now the play fake. He turns that loose down the right side.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Not quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, rock jump. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 20.
Offense will take over.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Red Raider. And they take it in for 6 more points. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Kansas, 28.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw this speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Jayhawks headed quickly to the line.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket. And at that point, he's thrown it and hurt you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air. It's Fry. Keeps looking downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Jayhawks are on the move.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation, and a nice heads-up play. Sloppy.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Dances away. He's going to take off. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense now.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Discards a man. He's loose. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He fires one deep down the right side. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has them set up first and goal.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
A first down run on the doorstep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's second and goal. Oh, he ruins the big gainer with a fumble.
And with that takeaway, the defense has just left the door open just enough maybe for their team to come back. They needed a takeaway badly here late in the game, and they got it. Let's see if the offense can respond and seize this momentum.
Getting some heat.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success with complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
It's now third down.
This is a third and long. Back to pass, it's Fry. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And the ball slipped out. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still had it.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
Reading the option, it's Howard.